Hello. Tomorrow is Junk Journal July. Yep. And I have the journal I'm going to be using. It's ready, and I made a spine. It's just a cloth spine using this book board. The only part of the book that came to me was the front cover. And I'm making a double accordion. So these are two accordions book journal. The back is from a mixed media page book because I needed something for the back. So I'll be covering this at some point during July. And these are our two accordions. I make this. I fall in love with this way of making things. And at this point, I think lots of people make accordion videos, accordion journals, but for me, I don't think I've ever seen anybody make a double one. So I've come up with some good techniques, and you can see that, well, you can't because anyhow, they extend quite far because these are very large pages. The first page of each side is done, each accordion is done, and I add these ties in so that it can keep them closed when the book is on the shelf. So there we have a spine, and I've done some, it's called chicken scratch embroidery. At this point, it's just a cross stitch style, but the fact that it's done on gingham is what makes it this, what's called a chicken scratch. So then in Junk Journal July UK, there's a set of prompts, and I'll show you those in a minute, but I'll show you what else that I've been preparing. This is a seed packet, and it's special. I'll explain later on. I have 31, actually, I think there's more than 31. These are pockets. I did a video with this, and the special number for this is 5 because most of them have 5 different pieces of put together like a puzzle pieces so that each one is unique. The papers are the same, but they're in a different positioning for each. It can be a journal card, it can be a pocket. At this point, I made them into pockets, and they're available. I took a course on how to make stickers, and so this Junk Journal July, the focus for me is going to be florals and teacups, or tea. So I have a bunch of florals and teacup stickers. I have a magazine, and it's called Tea Time, and it's filled with beautiful images of teacups and goodies and all things about tea. So I'll be harvesting from that. And in addition, I have these tea bags. My husband drinks tea, at least 2 or 3 cups a day, and I've asked him to save his tea bags, and I've emptied the tea out of them, and there is now just the round tea bag left, so I've been keeping them available. And masterboards and lots of digitals by Be Happy Stationery. Anything that had florals on it, that's what I wanted to use. So this one is a free from her Ko-fi site. Actually, all of the digitals you can find on her Ko-fi site. And I'll put a link in the description with the different options that I used. Now, isn't this pretty? I think this is a freebie also. So some are freebies, some are kits, and whatever. See, this is from Love is in the Air. It's a kit from Be Happy Stationery. Isn't that beautiful? So I have a lot of digitals to cut up and use in Junk Journal July. Junk Journal July this year is a hosted by two, Be Happy Stationery and the Vintage Button. And so, along with tea, I have circles. You might have noticed, I'm doing a lot of attention to circles in the last few weeks because we have these circle pockets. They're going to go in Junk Journal July, the great big journal. And I have the prompts. So let me show you the prompts. Here are the prompts, and there is a downloadable list of the prompts and things to use. It's free. You can get it on Be Happy Stationery's site. So do you see the little, what do you call them, clusters, I guess? All these are available for you to download for free. Whether you want to do just one day of Junk Journal July or you want to do every day, or I'm going to do as many as I can. So here is the initial page, and then the prompt list, and then all these little fussy cuts that correspond with the prompt list. See, number 1 is relaxed, 2 is handwriting. So you can cut them out, and you already have an image available for you right there in the kit. So more and more, and it's focused around creativity and self-care. That's what both Lindsey and Sandra are hoping for, that we can spend a little time crafting and use it as a self-care experience. Sure. One of the interesting things that I thought was useful, because many times when I look at a prompt, my brain might be empty and I don't have an idea. So there's this prompt planning page provided in this kit. So here's the prompts, and here's the planning page. And if you can print up this off as many times as you want. For example, relaxed. What's my immediate reaction when I think of being relaxed or a relaxing something? What's my immediate thought, my feeling? What can I bring to the prompt? Well, for me, what I did, relaxed, see? I put the teacup. Yeah, books, reading, with a cup of tea, whether it's cold or hot, depending upon where you live at this time of the year. My idea and association, yes, it was a teacup. It was a book. What other things for relaxed? I think of the 5 senses when I go with relaxed. So what would I smell? What would I need to touch? Something soft and cozy, maybe. A place to brainstorm. If you're finding the prompts difficult. And a creative direction, how would I interpret this prompt in a new way? Wow, relaxed. How would I interpret relaxed? Oh, immediately comes to my mind, lying on the beach. And of course, in my imagination, lying on the beach would not include sticky sand or mosquitoes or gnats. And hey, in our imaginations, we can be as relaxed as we want to be. And the materials I'd want to try, and reflections and notes. So if you ever have a problem with a prompt, this resource is free and it's waiting for you. I'll link below again that you can download this resource for Junk Journal July UK. And it doesn't mean it's only for people from the United Kingdom. It's for anybody around the world. They're just identifying themselves, that's all. So, for me, it's going to be about florals and tea because, well, tea has been a big part of our things we do as a family, because we live in a climate where we get both cold weather and warm weather. We can drink tea as a cold beverage or tea as a warm beverage. Now, this came off of one of the pages. I just fussy cut around it, so I'm going to put it here underneath the little tea bag with a wax seal, a little bulb pin, and this coin dangle that I made piece with some dried flowers in it. So let's do that. Let's put this on. And it's officially the beginning tomorrow of Junk Journal July. And if you don't have a journal ready, don't worry about it. Just pull out a piece of paper, or use an old journal that you didn't finish before, or just a composition notebook. You know, you can make a beautiful journal out of a composition notebook. It's for you. And it's about self-care. And it's about expressing yourself creatively. There we go. And in pockets, I'm going to tuck things. The other item that I'm going to be doing this July, in addition to decorating, is doing some watercolor. Oh, I want to show you this. I have these wonderful that Stephanie sent me. She sent me some genuine. Here, let's find a plain page that I can lay them out. You can see. These are genuine antique tea labels. The taste is the test. Ceylon tea. Here's Yacht Club white label tea. These are tea labels. They're genuine and they're antique, or they're vintage. There we go. Maybe they're vintage. But she sent them to me. She had something on her Facebook group, and she asked if anybody wanted them. And knowing that I was going to do Junk Journal July with tea and flowers, I just raised my hand. I said hello. And I won her challenge. So these will be used in Junk Journal July this year, along with all the other beautiful things that were provided for the prompts. I'm Lori at Positive Thanks Living. Junk Journal July UK is hosted by Be Happy Stationery and the Vintage Button. And you're welcome. You're invited. Come download the items and play along. I think I wanted to do day 6, and there was another one that I had said that I wanted to do. I can't remember now, but I'll try and do as many as I can, videos that is. For today, I'll say hello, and we'll see you again soon. It'll be sooner than Friday, but you'll also see me on Friday. Bye for now. Take care. Oh, this is a sign language for I love you. Sorry. Take care. Bye.